Hello YouTube. Today is September 18th, 2013, and here I am with another feminine gay motivational video. It's more on a serious topic today. Hopefully I can do this as a video response to the Scorpion show. If not, I will book them on Twitter and let them know that I did this video. I also have another video response that I want to do to them addressing the transsexual community, but that'll be later. But to give them an idea of the different types of feminine gaze, I've been wanting to do this, but now it's imperative that I do. I want to address all the different types of feminine gaze. If I do gaze in general, it's too big. I mean, it's over 6 different types of gaze, and each category of gay has a different subgroup. So it's very complicated, even if you're is a gay. So if you're a straight person, it can be very frustrating because you automatically think of masculine and feminine. That's it. But there are dozens of different categories within them too. So let me address the feminine gaze. Number one, who do I want to start with first? Um, Safe to say I might as well start with the stereotypes. Let me go on and express drag queens. Drag queens, not to be confused with feminine gays like me or transsexuals. Drag queens, they dress up more so as a profession. They love big hair. Like if y'all seen my video a couple days back of Bishi Drew, the big hair is giving you Tracy Ellis Ross, Diana Ross. Drag queens love big hair like that times 3. They love very big hair, Shaka Khan, Tina Turner, at the very minimum Beyonce. Beyonce's low end for them. They like very big hair. Um, they like, the false breasts. They va 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 boom. They got them breasts that they use that cost $600 to $800, and the lowest cup is like I think a 38 triple D. Yes. Drag queens are like Texas. They like everything big. Everything is bigger in Texas. When it comes to the feminine community, everything is bigger to a drag queen. They love big hair, big boobs, very big hips. Like Nicki Minaj is probably one of their idols. I'm surprised she ain't been on RuPaul's Drag Race yet. So that is the general idea of drag queens. Pretty self-explanatory. Here's a few pictures of what RuPaul looks like. Hey, y'all seen what RuPaul looks like, the world's most well-known drag queen. Let's go on to the other types of feminine gaze. You got the transgenders. I'm sorry, transsexuals. I could not find a celebrity that is one, but I will explain the difference. There is a difference between transsexual and transgender. A transgender is a person who doesn't identify. Um, Transgender is a person who either doesn't identify neither male nor woman, or a person who is transitioning to full woman or man, because you also got Chaz Bonner, but we talking about males today. But transgenders, the most popular transgender I know right now would have to be B. Scott. Surprisingly, I don't know too much about B. Scott, but he made some commotion on the BET Awards lately. And I've seen him on and off in spells, but just coming out myself not too long ago, about a year or so ago. I don't know about B. Scott history back in the day, so he's a famous interviewer. He's on YouTube. He's interviewed Shaka Khan. He's interviewed Mariah Carey, along with a few others. So here's a few pictures of what he looks like right quick. Y'all seen what B. Scott looks like? He would be what you call transgender. He used to call himself gay, more so feminine gay, but now he's identified as transgender, which means he's more womanly. He dresses up more so as a woman on a daily basis. His makeup Pretty much he's like me, sort of to speak, as far as makeup, except his makeup is probably more fierce because he can afford MAC and whatever. I don't know about his natural hair, but he likes to wear long, straight hair. His outfits are to bomb.com trend setting fierce. Um, yeah, so that's a pretty rough idea of what transgenders are. B. Scott is a popular example. I'm using celebrities. If you're following one of these categories and y'all want me to do a part 2 of this video, feel free to message me some pictures of y'all clothes. Please don't try it with me. I don't want to see nobody nude. Um, feel free to send some pictures along with a release date. I can use them in. I make feel free to do some more videos on comparison of what everyday people in these categories look like. But the difference between transgenders and transsexuals. Transgenders, are more generally so women, whereas transsexuals are more so, I hate to say it like this, but hybrids. Like they're a combination of both male and women. And I'm just keeping it real because transsexual are women who have the breasts. They are post-op, but they keep the downstairs area and don't plan on doing away with it. Negative stereotypes of transsexuals is a lot of them tend to be streetwalkers. Now, not everybody. My cousin, we in North Carolina, she knows a lot of them on this street called Brad Boulevard. Um, and some transsexuals are very well educated. She got a couple transsexual friends. I mean, she's the girl that loves she has a whole group of them, but she has three transsexual friends. One of them is getting a doctor's degree. One of them is trying to find out stuff about AIDS research. Another one's going for cancer along with surgeon. So don't think of a negative stereotype when it comes to transsexuals. Some of them are very well educated, very well spoken. But stereotype goes, a lot of them tends to be streetwalkers and, you know, they have the small boobs like Beyonce, but they have the hips like darn. They have the hips like Nicki Minaj. Some of them have fuller boobs. They be an hourglass all over. Very crazy figures. Nicki Minaj, just think of Nicki Minaj and you got your average transsexual. On the smaller end, think of think of a regular black woman with like, think of a hood version of a black woman with 32B cups or something along them lines. 28C, 32B, ratchet hood woman. That's the negative stereotypes of a transsexual. Just keeping it real. No shade to any of these groups. So, what is next? Butch Queens. No, we ain't gonna go to the Butch Queens. So let's keep it to the older community. I want to go to, I hate to say this, the pleasantly plumps, the older gays, the older generation. And this type is none other than my idol, Andre Leon Telly. And here is what he looks like. Okay, for y'all that don't know, especially masculine gays, Andre Leon Talley is one of the world's well-known fashion designers worldwide. French haute couture. He was editor for Vogue for numerous years. Now he's doing something else. He's been on seasons 15 through 17, I think, of America's Next Top Model. That's when I stopped because I watched a few of them seasons, but I was over it when Miss J got gone. But I got back into Cycle 2.0. But anyways, he is the classic example of the older gay, older feminine gay that's neither like a drag queen nor, he gives you that old grandma like look, gives you old fancy grandma. He's like feminine gay Al Roker. That's what I think of when I think of Andre Leon Talley. He gives you that grandma wisdom version of feminine gay. Another person who fits this version of older feminine gays. Also, Andre Leon Tyler is more so on the bigger side, and he looks like he loves his bigness. He's a thick madame. That's why I put him in that pleasantly plump category. Please don't call a big gay a pleasantly plump, because really that's really an insult. But I can't think of the appropriate name for a big, a big gay. If y'all know what's the appropriate name to call a person who's big and gay, please leave it in the description box. But anyways, another person who fits the older generation of gays that has that, that grandma in your head, that mother in your head, that hood rat mother in your head, none other than fashion runway coach, runway extraordinaire, America's Next Top Model, Mrs. J. And here's what he looks like. Yes, that's what Miss J looks like. P.S. I know this video is very long, but the topic of gays is a very complicated subject. It can go on for hours, but I'm trying to break it down into 20 minutes. And I will have the timestamps down below on what minutes that I talked about Pacific gays. But he's another one that fits that older generation. Um, he's a runway coach extraordinaire. He actually trained Cynthia off of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And oh my god, I include a picture of her right quick. Yes, he actually taught Cynthia Bailey how to walk. And Cynthia is a worldwide known model. Not as big as Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks came on the scene and blew everybody out the water, but she actually was taught by him, and I want to say probably Tyra Banks too, because they are within that range of ages. Tyra Banks is 30 something though, and Cynthia I think 40. But anyways, yes, he gives you that mother. He gives you that black mother in the hood. He gives you them. He gives you that crazy black mother look. So that's the older generation. Now it's time to get on to the nitty gritty, the younger generation, because that's where we fall in. I'm in my 20s. So on to Butch Queens. Butch Queens are like the more masculine version of the feminine gays. A popular celebrity example would be none other than Adam Lambert. A few pictures of what he looks like. Yeah, that's what Adam Lambert looks like. America's American Idol, I think season 8. I don't think he won. I think he was semi-finalist. I think he came in the top 2, but he did pretty well for himself. He sold, I think, 15 million albums, I want to say. A lot of his stuff tend to go gold, some of them platinum. He's up and coming. He didn't break out like Jennifer Hudson, Fantasia, but hardly nobody did. Mountain Dew. But anyways, he's the what you would call the butch queen. A butch queen is someone who's feminine but got more of a suave sort of masculineness to them. But when I say masculine, sometimes it's not overly masculine. Like it's like uh how can I describe it? He's more of a romantic. He gives you that romantic suaveness to him, a little bit of sassiness. A lot of butch queens who are feminine that wear eyeshadow and stuff, like black eyeshadow, they give me like hardcore, like give me punk rock lesbian, or give me 80s feel. Like a lot of 80s group like Kiss and stuff, they used to go with that feminine theme. That's what butch queens tend to do. Not that any members of Kiss or Aerosmith were any gays, but that's what the average butch queen gives. They gives that cross between romantic guy and feminine gay. Some of them do wear eyeshadow. A lot of them wear eyeliner. They are some of them are very feminine, like they do their hands and all like this, and if they got long hair, especially Hispanics or whatever, they like to flip their hair and all of this. You see them playing with their hair all the time. You see them talking all loud and doing the hand movements. Pretty much they give femininity to a T, a lot of them, but they have that overall mixed look going on. So next is, I think we don't cover everybody. Let me get on, before I mention the best and for last, I done covered drag queens. I covered the older gay generation as far as feminine gays, the pleasantly plumps, the the older ones that give you that mother, that hood mother like feel. Miss J. I've given y'all butch queens. Oh, another butch queen, and I'll show you his picture right quick. None other than Ricky Martin. This is a picture of what he looks like, both young and old. Okay, that's Ricky Martin. Pretty much, he's also a famous singer. Been in the closet for years. His top song was "Living a Viva Loco, Living a Viva Loco." That's when the femininity started to come out of him. But he's also a class example of a butch queen. But he's more the masculine butch queen. Like he gives you that jock like feel, and that's a whole nother video describing different types of masculine gays, but he gives you that jock, huge muscles, sexy, like you wish he was, like a lot of girls wish he was straight. He gives you that kind of gay. But he's also like another example of a butch queen, except more the masculine version. So when you think of feminine version of butch queen, think of Adam Lambert. Masculine version of butch queen, think of Ricky Martin. Viva la loca. Last but not least are the feminine gays. And that is me. Yay! The feminine gays, which is my category of gay. First, I'm going to include some pictures of somebody else. Um, he's more like the TV version of me, except I am 10 times better, I believe. He is Lawrence, most popularly known off of Housewives of Atlanta, along with Derek J. Here, what their pictures look like. Okay, y'all, I know I'm killing y'all with this time. It's going on 20 minutes, and y'all looking like I ain't got time for this. But I promise within an hour of uploading this video, I will timestamp all the parts that I talked about in this video, so y'all can feel free to fast forward and skip and whatever. And if y'all looked at all of this for information purposes, I sincerely thank y'all. Y'all know I try to keep it to 10 minutes, but this is a very long and thorough subject. But those are feminine gays. Feminine gays, which is my type. We're neither over the top. We're not like drag queens. We typically don't do the big hair all the time. Now I love big hair because my natural hair is an afro. I wash this, my hair turns into, Lauryn Hill, Big Jackson, Macy Gray don't have nothing on my kinky hair. But for the most part, we're not, over the top. We're not, a lot of us is not Tracy Ellis Ross and all of that. We love silky straight hairs and stuff like that. Brazilian wavies. We're the new generation that idols Beyonce, Rihanna. The older generation, which is like 26 and up, idol Mariah Carey. And you got some Barbies. Ugh. But anyways, those are the popular feminine gays in celebrity TV. Derek J is a salon stylist. I need him to do my hair. On my personal channel, I told y'all I'm moving to Atlanta, Georgia from North Carolina. So when I get there, Lauren J will really have to do something to my hair. I plan on going blonde. And also by January, my birthday, my hair should be, yes, believe it or not, my hair will be about right here, going on armpit length. My goal is bra strap length by February. So I got some hair fitting coming, but that's neither here nor there. Feminine gaze, those are them. Other parts of feminine gaze is none other than me. Feel free to check out my channel and see what my persona is like. But my gaydar is like a 4. I am obviously very feminine, but I do not wear makeup every day. I am a natural. I believe in natural hair, skincare. I just did this today for my Beyonce video, my Beyonce commentary. Link will also be down below. But even though I wear makeup all the time, sometimes my gaydar is like a number 4. Like I'm not too over the top. I'm not drag queen. I don't got no boobs. I'm smaller than Elizabeth Hasselbeck on The View. So I'm not no tranny. I'm not no post-op, pre-op. Everything on me is what I'm born with. I just like to dab in a little bit of makeup now and then. I like to dress up and show off my curves. My 39 hips are natural. I worked hard to get these hips. And I worked hard on slimming these darn naturally thick thighs. They've been slimming down very good to a Kelly Rowland. I showed y'all my pictures on Facebook of my body compared to Kelly Rowland, and me and Kelly Rowland's body is spot on. Exercise videos coming soon on how to get a body like Kelly Rowland. But that is it. Those are all the many different types of feminine gaze, from the butch queens, the drag queens, the older generation, the younger generation. So if you have any tips, comments, suggestions, more questions on the feminine gay community, feel free to leave it in the comments box or inbox me. I'm all over the place as far as Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest. I do not have my first ever cell phone yet. I'm waiting for my school money to come, but as soon as it comes, I will be joining the Instagram community. I'll be asking y'all some names of what should my Instagram be. But anyways, any more questions on the feminine gay community, feel free to ask. And I will see y'all soon with more videos.